Welcome everyone. In this video, we're going to do a quick review of the Yonex Astrox Lite 27i. This is a 5U racket. The grip size is G4. The weight of this racket is less than 80 grams. It is slightly head heavy. It is not your typical head heavy racket. The balance is not that head heavy. It is somewhat 60% on the head. So this is an older model from Yonex. Yonex has launched two new models, 37i and the 45i. I have not played with them yet, but if I get a chance, I would definitely do a review with that racket. So please do subscribe. This is a high flex racket and it also has nano mesh Rio. Rackets at this price usually are made of just graphite and no other exotic material, but this racket has nano mesh Rio. Let's look at the positives with this racket. It is a very light and fast racket. It is not that hit heavy, but at the same time it is not even balanced, so it is not overwhelming for beginners, and at the same time if you're an intermediate control player, you would not be very disappointed with this racket. This is a great choice for beginners because of the huge sweet spot. This has a very big sweet spot. Even if you hit it here or here or here, it does travel quite a bit. Of course, the actual sweet spot is somewhere in the center, which is really good. The racket feels great when you hit there, but off sweet spots it does travel quite a bit, making the sweet spot quite big compared to other rackets in this price. I have seen kids play with this racket, so if you want to start your kid off into badminton, this would be a great choice as a first racket. It does have a decent smash. It's very good at defense. It is a head heavy racket, but it's, like I said earlier, it's not that head heavy, so it is very good in defense, and it also has very good control. It is not one dimensional like many of the rackets in this price range. Because of this nano mesh Neo, it does have some character to it. It absorbs a lot more vibrations compared to rackets which is priced less than 2000. This racket feels much better. It is close to rackets that are priced upwards of 3000 4000. This is really good. Let's look at the negatives. This racket does wobble a bit because it's not that heavy and there's not much material to make this racket very stable, but it is not really a deal breaker. It's something that we can live with, but it is noticeable. The other con is that it does say 30 pounds here, but the racket does not play well at high tension. I would string it at max 26 pounds. If you go any higher, this racket would be very difficult to play. The sweet spot reduces a lot and it does vibrate more at higher tension. So 26 pounds is the sweet spot. Any lesser is also good, but anything greater than that I would not recommend. 27 maybe pushing it. Anything past 27, no, it's not good for this racket. So another con is that I've seen this racket break more easily compared to other rackets. I don't know, even the many of the shop owners do say that this racket has a tendency to break during clashes, and I've seen this racket with binding done more often than any other racket, so that is something to keep in mind. So if you string it at a lower tension, that also helps with durability, but something to take note before going for this racket. And Yonex stock strings are not that good, so you have to restring it. It is available online. This racket is available online for 1700 to 1900, but the stock strings are not that good. If you've already played with at least BG65, the stock strings would feel very bad. If not, I think the stock strings are okay to learn as a beginner. The last con for this racket is the quality control. This racket is not made with the same quality control. Meaning, if you pick up 2-3 samples of this racket in a store and you swing it around, they weigh very different. Some rackets are more head heavy, some rackets are less head heavy, some rackets feel very close to being even balanced. So it's not a racket that you can just order online and say, okay, this is what I'm expecting from a 5 hue head heavy racket. No, it can be heavier. I have had 2 copies of this. One was lighter, and this one, the one that I retained, is heavier, and I have played with my friend's racket, and that one was much lighter than the 2 copies that I had. But the only positive is that the feel is the same. This racket feels the same on all the different weights. If you get a chance to go to a store, pick few rackets up and play with them, or swing them around and get a feel for yourself which weight would be ideal for you, then pick that piece. With that, we have come to the end of this video. Hope you have enjoyed. Like always, if you have, please hit the like button and consider subscribing for more such content. If you have any questions regarding this racket, please do leave in the comment section below. I will get to them as soon as possible. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video.